Talk Radio. This is Max and Friends. I'm your host, Max Tucci. That was actually Whitney Houston's song, I Didn't Know My Own Strength. And we just love Whitney. We're giving a tribute to her tonight, but we're also celebrating my birthday, which is on Valentine's Day. This is the moment y'all been waiting for. Emily Proctor, the divine Miss Emily Proctor from CSI Miami is in the house. Thank you, Twitter people. Emily, they are blowing up my Twitter asking where you are, and here you are.
Oh, my gosh, Max, you are so awesome. Happy early birthday. Does everyone know it's actually on Valentine's Day?
Yes, we've been saying it. Rolanda Watts was just here, and she was telling everybody it's on Valentine's Day and what to do. So,
You're a Valentine's baby.
I am, Emily. Well, speaking of babies, everyone wants to know how your daughter's doing, so that's number one.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I'm obsessed with her. She's so cute. She's so fun. We were at the park today. I took her to see a friend of ours had a birthday party, and he was a much older little boy, and they had some snakes there, and she just was not afraid. She was playing with the snakes. And I thought,
Too cute.
Oh, okay, good for you.
Now, listen, we've got people, I swear, you have no idea. When we started promoting the show that you all were going to be on, you, Eva, and Adam are coming on tonight, people were like Twitter crazy over everybody, sending me emails. They're like, Emily. So first off, we got to say hi to people in Indonesia. How cool is this, right?
Oh, my God, that's so awesome.
Andrea in Indonesia is tweeting us. Also, Melanie from Norway is tweeting us. We've got people all over the globe tuning in. So
that's amazing.
Isn't it cool? Well, Andrea wants to know.
It really is. It's incredible. I mean, I think about, speaking of Pippa and things like that, I just think about what kind of world she grows up in when you're just able to connect with people like that from all over the world.
All over. Well, Tex-Mex just tweeted us that says she loves you, so she says hi.
Hello,
this is fun.
Tex-Mex.
We're doing like a fun interactive show. But, before we talk to everyone on Twitter, I got to find out what's going on with you and what's going on with the show. And is season 11 really going to be the last season?
I don't know, man. But can I just say, Max, I love talking to Radio Max. You got it together.
You gotta have it together.
I know you've got the energy going. I'm sitting here in my PJs.
I'm sitting here in mine too. I'm just in the studio.
I love it.
No hair, no makeup, PJs. How you doing?
PJs. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Season 10. It was a great season, and I think there's just a little bit of maybe about season 11. I just honestly don't know. I think it's a true on-the-fence situation. Nobody has a contract. The finale was more definitive in terms of a no, and then they rewrote it to be a maybe. And I think that's kind of where it is.
That's where it is. Well, we're right now, people are listening to us from Maui. They're saying aloha to you. So how you doing?
Aloha.
And also Beth from Pittsburgh says she loves you. You're her idol.
Oh, Beth, that makes me feel good. Hello,
we
Beth.
just got all these great people. But now listen, you've been on all these seasons. What has been like your favorite number one most memorable episode? Because I know sometimes actresses leave it at home, but have you taken any episode home with you and just thought about it?
Well, I think definitely for me the most memorable episode was pretty early on. It was an episode called Going Under, and it was really the first time they had given me any action to do, and I don't think anyone had really thought it through. And so we show up at the place where you do underwater stunts. Now, I had always assumed that this would be an above-ground tank, and you could see the people, but it's not. It's really sort of a quarry that they've filled in with water. And so they throw me in there, and they're like, do you know how to swim? And I was like, yeah, I know how to swim. So they said, well, just, swim across and then, pop up. And so I did that. And they said, okay, now can you swim across and pretend like you can't breathe and pop up? And so I did that. And they said, okay, now can you dive down, thrash around, and pop back up? And I said, well, how deep do you want me to dive? And they said, about 12 or 13 feet. And I said, hey, guys, I'm not a free diver. So they said, let's take 10 and teach Emily how to scuba dive. And that's when I kind of figured out the show that we were on.
Right.
Because it was true. That's literally what happened. They took 10 minutes. They taught me how to scuba dive. And then we did some fairly dangerous stunts. And it was terrifying and thrilling.
You do your own stunts?
I do as many as they'll let me do. Sometimes they they kind of intervene and they say, if you do catch on fire, then we can't make another show.
Well, listen, has motherhood changed your idea of acting at all?
Well, being a mom now makes me look at everybody else as somebody else's baby, which is really interesting. Before, I've always just been worried about our prison systems, and I feel like we're not doing the best that we can by people who are in trouble. Now, granted, I know there are plenty of people there who have done horrible things and should be there, but I think there's a lot of people there who just probably didn't get the right start and could have had a better chance and should be helped to being,
Absolutely.
in society, to get some job training, to get some support, to get some good parenting, let's face it. And being a parent now, I just realize how much Pippa needs. She needs way more than I ever thought. And I feel very lucky that I have a job that I can take her to, and I have so much time to be with her, and that Paul has so much time to be with her. And I just feel for parents who are really strapped and really
I'm glad you're
not able to do that.
Because last week I had a parenting show. So y'all can go to the archives here from Max and Friends, and we had this great doctor, not the Dr. Phil, the cooler Dr. Phil, and he wrote a new book about parenting. So go check out my archives, which are at latalkradio.com, because you can find out how to be a better parent. I always say, Emily, there's no such thing as a bad kid, just a bad parent. I got a lot of flack for saying that last week, but it's what it is.
You know
so
what?
Listen,
I think there's a rare exception, but I think for the most part, I completely agree with you. Or,
right,
or an overwhelmed parent, or, a stretched too thin parent.
People are overwhelmed. Now, I'm overwhelmed right now with all this Twitter because we've got people from Brazil saying hi, and they want me to ask you, when is Delco and Callie going to be together again?
Very, very soon.
Oh, you got to stay tuned. Go to CBS.com because there you're going to find out all the information on CSI Miami and when it airs. I think everyone knows because you guys are like the number one watch show in the world. Now, we have someone here, and they want to know when you're going to start tweeting. Never?
Okay. No. I talked with Amid from Twitter, and he's trying to sort of get me acclimated. I've been following some people. I am not very good, Max, as you know, on
I will give you a crash course in Twitter. You are going to just love it. It is so easy when we're going to get it on your mobile phone, and you just need to know the @sign and the hash mark, and that's it. We're gonna Eva's coming on next. You're gonna hang out here. Eva's on
Twitter.
Twitter.
She's the queen of the Twitter.
She hits Twitter up like it's like nobody's business. Like, how you doing, Twitter? I'm like, all right, Eva, hitting me up before the show even started. Are we on for tonight? I'm like, hello, it's my birthday show, and I'm having Emily on. She goes, what's the order?
I don't even like. People keep trying to say that I need to have some sort of reason behind my tweets, and I thought, well, then I shouldn't do it because I don't even think about what I'm going to say before I say it. How in the world am I going to think about a tweet? I would never get anything done. I would just overthink it.
Someone wants to know, they love your outfit choices on CSI Miami. Where do you get your clothes from? I remember when I first went on this set and you had like the most banging shoes. I was like, who is running around in these shoes as a CSI Miami investigator? Really?
Me. the higher the better. Can I just say one more thing about the tweet, though, Max? Is that I may not be good with technology, but I read every single piece of fan mail that I ever get, and I respond to all of them personally.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Because Melanie from Norway wants to know, what's the right address to send your fan mail? Because the internet has so many different ones, and they don't know where to send it to.
Tell them definitely not to send it to Lone Star. It's really best to send it to CBS at Beverly Boulevard, but it just takes a while to get to me. And because I do read everything and respond personally, it just takes me longer. But there'll be times when I get things and it's 2 years after people have sent it.
Wow. All right. Well, listen, we're going to get Eva LaRue here in just a minute. We're going to play Happy Birthday because it's my birthday show, and I'm here with my
birthday.
favorite.
I know, Max. I feel like Mama Gina should be on.
She'll be on in a minute. You know I can't go anywhere without my Mama Gina. But I can't go anywhere without Eva LaRue or without Emily Proctor. So, y'all, stay tuned. We're going to be right back. We're going to play Happy Birthday, and Eva LaRue and Emily Proctor are going to be here. Stay tuned.